Today was meant to be the Champions League semi-final games against Liverpool. There's been a slight change in plan. Inter Milan are officially one win away from securing another Serie A title. Let's make it happen. How's it going then, everyone? Welcome back to Life After Lukaku as we are approaching the end of the series, and we start things off today with some fantastic news. Udinese, as you can see there, have beaten AC Milan, and Juventus as well, actually, it's worth noting, drop points as well this weekend, which means we are, as I mentioned at the top of the episode, we are one win away from securing a second consecutive league title. We've been able to do it without Romelu Lukaku, which, you know, going by the title was kind of the whole point of the series, so it's gone well. Since we last met then in that Champions League tie against Manchester City, where we did progress 3-2 on aggregate, we played just the one game, which was a 5-1 home win against Bologna. Joaquin Correa getting a hat-trick with Moussa Niakhaté bagging two in what was a very much fully changed, fully rotated starting 11. But we didn't come out of that game completely unscathed, it has to be said. Some unfortunate news for Moussa Niakhaté is that he is going to be out for the rest of the season, and if we were going to do a second season, he'd missed a large chunk of the second season as well, because he has gone down with a damaged cruciate ligament injury, which is going to see him out for up to 5 to 8 months, which very disappointing. Like, Niakhaté was someone brought in January, one of our only January recruit really, and he has been absolutely sensational. 2 assists, 6 goals in 13 appearances in the league, as well as 1 goal in 3 appearances in the Champions League. He's been really, really good. You saw he got 2 goals in the previous game, so it shows how much of a threat he is for us from set pieces, and also that wide centre-back role. So he's going to be a big miss in terms of what he offers us in terms of squad depth and quality outside of our usual starting 11. So, yeah, disappointing to see him not with us for the rest of this season. And that's really been the only real bit of bad news in what has been a magnificent season for Inter Milan, and we are drawing to a close on it. We're today going to bring you the Italian Cup Semifinal second leg game away at Lazio, where we have a 5-3 lead from the first leg. So it's not, it's not going to be a straightforward one. That one, if they get off to a good start and get a couple of goals against us, then we're going to be in trouble. And then following that, it's that massive game at home to Udinese, who beat Milan in their most recent game to give us, to put us within 1 win away from securing the title. And then the episode after this one will be the Champions League semi-final against Liverpool. But before we can focus on that, let's get into some domestic action. First up, Italian Cup semi-final second leg. Let's see if we can get ourselves to another final this year. Say another final. I didn't really have any say in us getting to the Super Cup final. We were just there on merit of Antonio Conte's good work from last season. But, I mean, we won it, so I'm definitely claiming all the hard work there. So as you can see, Sassuolo winning 1-0 in their first leg against Atalanta, and they will be playing at the same time as us today. I think out of the two of them, I would rather have Sassuolo in the final rather than Atalanta. Even though we've beaten both of these teams pretty comfortably, I think, throughout the season, I think Atalanta have a slightly stronger squad than Sassuolo do. But into the games we go then, and I've just realised that I have not changed the 11 from the last game, so just bear with me 1 second. Right then, so this is the starting 11 going into the game. It is the starting 11 that we have used pretty much throughout this entire season. As you can see down the bottom there, there's the 3 players missing with Ranocchia, who is still out with that fractured skull. He's going to be out for the rest of the season, like Niakhaté, and obviously Christian Eriksen, as always, unavailable. So we're going to go into this game, just the 11 out of the 12 substitutes that we're allowed, but we should be okay. Like I said, it's going to be a difficult away trip against Lazio here, and they did cause some issues in the first leg. I think it's disappointing when you score 5, but only have a 2-goal advantage going into the second leg. But hopefully we can do just about enough to keep them at bay. I mean, they're in good form. They've won 4 out of the last 5, so like I say, it's not going to be easy. We're going to have to be our absolute best to secure ourselves a place in that Italian Cup final, and hopefully, with the likes of Martinez, Sensi, Barella, Goossens, all your favourites, we can get the job done. And just a few minutes into the game then, well, it started with a Lazio throw-in, but they've given the ball straight to us there as Goossens trying to find Belotti. Doesn't quite work out that way, and we do get possession back, though, thankfully. It's Belotti. It's a lovely ball through. Van der Beek in space, straight at Reina. Oh, it's a disappointing finish from the man on loan from Manchester United. I mean, Joaquin Correa, you could argue, is probably unlucky, I should say, not to start this one, given he did score a hat-trick in the last one. But we have gone with Van der Beek just because this 11 that we've been using has been so good for us. I don't really like to mess with it too much if I don't have to. As Lazio, very sloppy in possession, giving the ball straight to Dumfries. And again, there's runners all over the place as we are working this brilliantly. Sensi, he's got space to work in. Can he find the finish? He doesn't. He finds the side netting. Again, I thought he was going to go cross goal there, which probably would have been a better option, but no, straight into the... he goes to the near post and ends up hitting the side netting. Disappointing from Sensi, who I have to say throughout this entire save has been my player of the season. I think he has been such a consistent player for us, such a consistent performer. His numbers are outrageous. And yeah, definitely the early into the game cycle, definitely one of my favourite players I've used so far in FM22. So it's a lovely switch from Barella there over to Denzel Dumfries. Again, options to aim for in the box, but he's in there, Martinez in there, and Goosen's making a run at the back stick. He picks it up well, gets himself to the byline. Can he find a cross? Lautaro Martinez goes back to Canio-esque effort, and it's deflected behind. It ends up being a goal kick. I was saying about Sensi there. I should say, if you've got a player, again, even though it's early on in the FN22 cycle, if you've got a player that you've just fallen in love with already, please let me know who they are in the comment section, and let me know who is your player of your save so far. I'd be really interested to know who that is, especially because I've got a new save going on Twitch at the moment, and it'd be cool to know what players to go for. As right, okay, we got problems. Ciro Immobile, out of absolutely nowhere, has given Lazio a 1-0 lead on the night, and it is now 5-4 in aggregate. It's such a simple goal for them to score. Lazzari, one long ball through the middle. Immobile escapes our back three, and it's a lovely finish into the bottom corner, but has to be said, that is against the run of play. We have been absolutely dominant. It's their first shot on target. Oh, okay. We need to get back into this very, very quickly. I'm not panicking just yet, though. I think if it gets to 2-0, then we definitely will start to panic, and we have to try something a bit different to get ourselves back into this. But despite that, we've looked good throughout most of the game. It's just being clinical in front of goal. As Martinez skips away from the Lazio defenders, can he finish it? And that is what's letting us down at the moment. Our finishing in this first half has been nowhere near good enough. As Sensi steps up to take the corner, swung in, looking for the fry. It's headed clear. He's going to get another go here, but instead lets it go out for a throw-in instead. Okay, this is what I'm saying. There's no need to panic just yet. No need to adjust anything too much. We are having the better of the game. We just got to be patient and hope that one of our attacking players can actually stick the ball in the back of the net. Van der Beek does brilliantly to win the ball back there. Lovely bit of defensive work as Dumfries, again, down that right-hand side, finds Barella, who's falls back to the fry. We don't mind this, though. If we have to start again from the back, we will do that. As Sensi into Lautaro Martinez. He's got options ahead of him. Van der Beek back to Lautaro Martinez. It's brilliantly worked. Can he find a finish? Oh, of course he can. 28th goal of the season for Lautaro Martinez. It was a bit of an angle for him. I thought the chance may have got away from him there, but he does brilliantly to beat Reina at his near post. And just like that, it's 1-1 when we've got our 2-goal lead back on aggregate. Come on. Lovely bit of interplay between Martinez and Van der Beek here. The through ball back to him is superb. And again, I thought he just overcooked it a little bit. The option was there to give to Van der Beek or Belotti, but he took it on himself. And well, with the goal scoring form that he's been in this season, Martinez, why wouldn't he? And that, viewers, brings us to half time. A relatively stress-free half. Obviously, them going ahead wasn't ideal. But with this side, even when we go behind, I have confidence that we're going to at least score, get on the score sheet. And I think this game here, it's obviously not really about winning the game on the night. It's just about getting through the tie and getting to the final. So if it stays at 1-1, I am more than happy with that. So Reina's goal kick has been picked out by Dumfries. And Belotti's in here. Chance to make it 2-1. Oh, Andrea Belotti, as after a pretty lengthy spell without a goal, finally gets his 30th goal of the season. What a signing he's been. Like I said, he's had a bit of a... This second half of the season hasn't really been going great for him, to be honest. He was much more effective for us in the first half of the season, where he was in such a good run of form. But yeah, it's taken a while, but he's finally got his 30th of the season. It's a beautiful finish as well from Belotti into the bottom corner, beating that offside trap. And we have turned it around 7-4 now, and Lazio now have to get 3 goals to at least level it. I don't know what the away goal rules are in the Italian Cup, but it's still, with 10 minutes into the second half, it's a lot of work for Lazio to do here. And I think with that start to the second half for us there, I think we may, without speaking too soon, I think we may have just done enough to get us in to that Italian Cup final. Come on, boys. Huge. This is what I want to see. Time just ticking away. Barely any highlights as we're now approaching the 70th minute. I mean, another goal for us here makes it 8 overall. And a 4-goal deficit for Lazio to overturn. I think I'll say it now. If we score now, we're in the Italian Cup final. There's no way we're throwing this away. As Marusic swings it in, and oh God, how do you pronounce that? Zakagni has beaten Handanovic to the ball. Frustrating goal to concede. We spoke about it a couple of episodes ago, that these sort of goals, we do seem to let in quite a lot. And it's not even just in this save, it's in a lot of the saves I've got on this year. That low cross, goalkeeper just can't seem to beat the player to it. And Lazio have levelled it on the night. It's 5-7 on aggregate. And I've just seen Atalanta are 2-0 up against Sassuolo. So it may well be Sassuolo in Atalanta, that we play in the final. Damn, they scored 2 very quick back-to-back goals there. As we've worked this brilliantly. Barella into Donny van der Beek. Is he onside? Okay, that can't run. Donny van der Beek there apparently thinking we're playing rugby. He's just not been clinical in front of goal for us today. I think with the game tick of 5 minutes to go, the deficit now only being 2, I think we are going to be a bit sensible and get some fresh legs onto the pitch. Skriniar looks absolutely exhausted. We'll get Papessi on, moving over to the right-hand side of that back 3. They're still coming forward. I mean, obviously not really much we can do whilst the highlight's still going. As Raul Moreau sends the ball in. Its head has been missed by De Vrij and its head shot over by Draxler. Okay, we're hanging on a little bit here, aren't we? Okay. We're going defensive. We're time wasting, and we're going to lower the tempo a little bit. But Lazio are really, really going for it. And you can't really blame them. But 15 efforts, only the 3 on target. That's sort of been the downfall for them, really. As we have wasted enough time to take it to full time. It finishes 2-2. Inter Milan versus Atalanta in the Italian Cup final. What a game that is going to be then. As I believe that'll be like at the end of the season. I don't think that game will happen prior to the season ending. We'll have to check in a second. Wow. Okay, so that Italian Cup final will be sandwiched in between the Sassuolo and that Cagliari game. So it's basically a week after we played the second leg against Liverpool. Interesting. Okay, cool. I mean, if we've got a Champions League final to contest after the season as well, I think I know how we're going to structure that. But we can't worry about that now. Now it's the big one. Udinese at home in 3 days' time. The job is simple. If we win, we're champions. Come on, boys. Don't bottle it now. As we go into the most important game of the season, Ruben Diaz just touting Lautaro Martinez to a move to Manchester City. Piss off, honestly. Oh, God. Okay, so I didn't even realise Juve play Milan. I mean, it's after our game. It's not all being played at the same time. But we could effectively make that game a bit of a dead rubber. Win here, and that game is meaningless in terms of the title race. I mean, as if that's the top clash. I mean, I get it, but, you know, we've got a chance to wrap up the title here. Right then, folks. 13 points clear. With 5 to go. If we win this one, the title is ours. Just don't, please, boys, do not mess this up. Oh, there are a few players who are quite tired. I'm noticing Skriniar is a bit tired. And Sensi as well. We have got Liverpool coming up in the next game. I think that Satriano is not available to play. Fantastic. Neither is Radu. Okay, brilliant. I think that our squad depth is good enough that we can afford to rest a couple of players with that Liverpool game in mind. As important as this game is, I think we're going to bring Vidal and Papetti in for Skriniar and Stefano Sensi. Everyone else looks like they're pretty much match fit. I think this team is more than good enough to beat Udinese today. Hopefully we can get the job done. Don't let me down, boys. For the love of Christ, please don't. 90 minutes away from becoming champions, viewers. If that's not worthy of a like, dropping a like on the video, I don't know what is. So come on, let's get this over the line then, lads. Come on. It's an early corner. This would be a fantastic start. Barella swings it in. I mean, the ball's on in the back of the net. Bastoni's hit the deck. The referee, I think, is going to give a penalty here. I mean, I'd rather have the goal if I'm being completely honest. Penalty awarded then, and Arturo Vidal, who's been brought into the starting 11 for this game, 3 minutes in, could give us the perfect start. His experience, he's been in this situation before. Can he give us the lead? Oh, it's a fantastic penalty into the bottom corner, and it's with his 7th of the season. It's 1-0 to Inter. We've got one hand on that trophy. Just that is perfect. Just settles the nerves as Goossens has picked up a damaged heel. And again, I'm thinking ahead to that Liverpool game as Van der Beek has now pulled his thigh. What on earth is going on here? We'll keep an eye on both of those players. They might be 2 that we bring off at half-time if they can sort of see out the rest of this first half without any other issues. I think that's what we'll definitely do. I mean, as you can see by the match stats, Udinese not getting anywhere near us, so I think we can afford to make a couple of changes at half-time and still not really have a huge impact on the game or what Udinese can do for us. But so far, I mean, this game has absolutely flown by, which is... Given how early we scored, I'm more than happy with that. Let's just see this through to full time and get the job done. Van der Beek is going to come off then. Joaquin Correa is going to come on, and DeMarco is going to come on for Robin Goossens. Like I said, even though those 2 are pretty much like regular starters for us, I have more than enough faith in our squad players to come in and to get the job done. As we are seeing no highlights. I mean, thank Christ we got a penalty, because if this was just 0-0 up to this point, I'd be really panicking. We have a free kick now. DeMarco goes for a goal himself. I think it's hit the crossbar. I don't know if the goalkeeper's got a hand to it. It was a wonderful free kick from DeMarco. He tries to send the cross in. He wins us a corner. Bloody hell, if that had gone in. What a way to win the title that would have been. DeMarco then with the corner. This is, of course, where we got our penalty from. He sends it in, look at the near post. As De Vrij tries to get to it, it's headed clear. And that is the end of the highlight. But this is as routine as it gets, viewers. Let's just get to full time, please. Udinese, 70 minutes in, yet to have a shot on goal. This is why I can afford to be pretty much relaxed at this point. Again, with the Liverpool game in mind, I think Lautaro Martinez is going to come off. We'll swap Belotti and Dzeko around. Have Dzeko on as that target forward. And do you know what? Gagliardini for Barella as well. Let's just get some of our more important players off the pitch and rested for that Champions League semi-final. We are ticking into the final 10 minutes, viewers. 5 minutes to go. There's nothing from Udinese here. I think As we have a corner, DeMarco, if we score now, it's done, right? Oh, it's headed over the bar. I think Bastoni got his head to it. We just need to get through these next 3 minutes, and if we do that, which we are going to, we are champions of Serie A. What a first season it has been for us. Job done. Could we go back-to-back league titles without Romelu Lukaku? Well, that question has been answered, viewers, and then some. We have been, I've said it so many times, by far and away the best team in this division, and we have got our reward today as we lift for the second season in a row the Serie A title. Big Samir Handanovic lifts the trophy high, and the confetti comes from, well, I don't actually know, to be honest, just comes from the sky. I can't see any cannons anywhere. But what a way to wrap up the league title. A very underwhelming 1-0 win, thanks to an Arturo Vidal penalty. I wouldn't have it any other way. Job done then, viewers, which is great for us now because now we can put all of our attention into that Champions League semi-final against Liverpool, which of course will be the next episode. I should say, if you have enjoyed this one, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As we wrap up the press conference today, I'll let my sister handle that because I can't be bothered. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this series as much as I have enjoyed making it, then like I said, subscribe to the channel. Please drop a like, and get in the comments section and just let me know if how much you have been enjoying the series, because it does mean a lot to read the positive comments that you guys do post about the videos. As I said then, we'll be focusing on that Champions League semi-final against Liverpool in the next episode. We'll do what we always do. I'll just show you the result of the Salernitana game. As I've smashed that first time again, I'm learning. As we kick off with an away trip to Anfield, and then we'll take them back to our place for the second leg. And then, hopefully, the final episode of the series, will be not only an Italian Cup final, but a Champions League final as well. Just to remind you, Barcelona or Manchester United are the other two teams in that competition. If we do get there, it's going to be bloody difficult. So until the next episode, ladies and gents, I will see you there for it. Thank you so much for watching. Inter Milan, league champions. Come on, we are. Oh, I'm so good at this video game.